Okay, so we're driving. We're driving down the street from US 41 at the bridge, and we're looking on the properties at the on the left-hand side of the road that have frontage on Whitaker Bayou. And to the left we had an empty lot that we just went by, and now we've got the various houses that all have frontage on Whitaker Bayou. And, you know, basically we're looking at some pretty colorful type stuff. You can see the bayou there beyond. So this is a strange little piece of waterfront. Now I'm turning and we're actually going up a little side tributary of Whitaker Bayou. And it's no longer navigable at this point. Only the first couple of houses on it could even begin to launch a canoe. These guys can't. So here we go. Now we're going to come out of, and this is Panama. So that was Panama Drive. We're coming up on Coconut. And Coconut runs parallel to US 41 on the not nice side of 41. The west of trail is quite hoity-toity, but the east side of the trail is still bumps up against the hood and is pretty rough in places. In transition is what we would say. So in order to continue following the bayou, we're going to turn left here right on Coconut, right off of Coconut and onto Walker Circle. Some of this will look familiar because that two-story house over there on the right we had seen from the front yard of the subject property. So Walker Circle is going to dead end here in about 2 houses. And we're going to turn around and come back out. So we're on the north side of that little tributary that dumps into it. And that house there with the fence, it says private property. I sold about 8 years ago. The owner thought it was worth a lot more than it actually was worth, which I think is the case here. You can't see it. And then this house here is getting a complete remodel, it looks like. And as you can see, it is on the bayou, and across the bayou is an apartment building. No doubt soon to be bought up by Ringling School, which is kind of that high-rise behind it, mid-rise behind it. So these are your neighbors that are also sharing this unique waterfront. There's an empty lot for sale. There's an old concrete block house. There's an old frame house at 2437. Looks like it's well kept. Here's a 2-story block house at 2439. Doesn't look too shabby. 2441 is actually directly next door to the house we'll call the subject property. And then the subject property, carport, house, great big lot, oh, it's a beautiful lot. Here's the problem. The house next door is kind of semi-abandoned looking. And it's the last house on the street before we come to the neighborhood park, which is kind of a hangout for people that don't have a lot else to do. And so we're going to come out on Coconut again. And that is it for the east side of Walker Circle. Martin Luther King up there. And now we're going to head on down Coconut and see what there is to see. Try not to wreck the car or anything. And we're going to be in downtown Sarasota in like, 15 blocks because we're in the 1900 block, and Fruitville Road, which is basically the edge of true downtown, is 3rd. So, some pockets of this street have gotten doggone nice, especially in the block between here and US 41. But a lot of them have sort of escaped the beautification, gentrification trend too. And generally speaking, the further away from downtown you get, which is over my shoulder now, the crappier it gets, to put it delicately. And so I'm going to shut this off before I crash.